So it's another week of FMQs, and to start with we had Russell Findlay talking about grooming gangs and then Anas Sarwar talking about the NHS. You can read more about that in the paper tomorrow, but I want to talk to you about tax. Now, in 2021, the SNP made a very clear commitment in their manifesto that they would freeze income tax bands and rates and only raise thresholds by a maximum of inflation. Now, anyone who has lived in Scotland knows full well that that hasn't happened. Humza Yousaf, of course, introduced a new tax band for those earning between £75,000 and £125,140 while he was First Minister. But John Swinney today has insisted for a second time, and this time in the Holyrood Chamber, that the manifesto has not been breached.
We've maintained our manifesto commitments in relation to taxation and on the issues of the tax paid by people in Scotland. The Scottish Fiscal Commission's briefing paper on Tuesday indicated quite clearly that the majority of taxpayers in Scotland are paying less in taxation than if they lived in the rest of the United Kingdom. And that's what I've always said to Parliament, and I'll keep on saying it.
He told us afterwards, you're taking voters for fools on this stuff. You very clearly said in 2021.
I said it out all in Parliament, and I've got nothing further to add to what I said.
Do you not think you're lying? But it's really very difficult to understand or comprehend why the First Minister thinks that that manifesto hasn't been breached. There's an ongoing row here that's beginning to rumble. Craig Hoy, the Scottish Tory finance spokesman, made a point of order at the end of FMQs.
I fear that the First Minister may have misled Parliament again today, so I seek your advice on how we can invite the First Minister to correct the record. The SNP manifesto quite clearly committed to freezing income tax rates and bands, but yet in the budget of 2023-2024, both income tax rates and income tax bands rose above inflation. So the First Minister has yet again misled not just this Parliament, but the public who are watching.
And he will write to the First Minister later today, raising the point that this is a slam-dunk breach of the manifesto, and it's very hard to see how John Swinney hasn't misled MSPs today.